Welcome back to our deep dive into North London's fiercest rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham, where every match tells a story of passion and betrayal.
Absolutely, there's so much history in every clash. What should we kick off with today?
Let's start with a real bombshell moment. The Sol Campbell transfer back in 2001. He moved from Spurs to Arsenal on a free transfer, and it was, like a shockwave hitting the derby.
Yeah, that was seismic. Tottenham fans who had seen him as an icon felt it was the ultimate betrayal.
Exactly. And for Arsenal, it was nothing short of a coup. Campbell played a huge role in helping Arsenal clinch the double in 2002. It was a risky move that really paid off big time.
True, but you gotta think about the toll it took on Spurs' spirit. It was as if Campbell knew the stakes yet still crossed every line, both literally and figuratively.
Right. Now, jumping forward a bit, let's talk about that epic 5-4 thriller in 2004.
Indeed.
Arsenal edged out Spurs in a match that was pure chaos.
It's the kind of game that sticks with you, a back and forth, goals flying everywhere, and the excitement just never letting up.
And then there's the 2012 match. Tottenham led 2-0, and then Arsenal came back like a storm to win 5-2. It was a real power move. That comeback was something else.
For sure, but we can't forget Spurs moments either. Remember that 3-2 comeback in 2010? Moments like those are what keep the rivalry alive and unpredictable.
Absolutely. These matches are more than just games. They're narrative chapters in a storied rivalry that transcends the pitch.
Speaking of narratives, how do you think this rivalry affects the North London community beyond just football?
Oh, it's huge. It infuses pride and identity right into the soul of the community. Families often find themselves split down the middle. Arsenal on one side, Tottenham on the other. Derby Day practically transforms the whole area into a battleground of witty banter and fierce loyalty.
Right, and it's fascinating to see pubs decked out in team colors and cafes that almost feel like mini arenas. It's competitive, sure, but it unites people in a way that few things can.
And it even extends to schools, where little derbies take shape and local charities jump on the bandwagon with fundraisers inspired by the matchday hype.
Totally, it's like the rivalry is a cultural beast that breaks the bounds of the field and spreads out worldwide.
Speaking of global reach, the entire Premier League phenomenon means the North London derby isn't just local anymore. Supporters clubs pop up all over Asia, Africa, even the Americas.
Right. Fans are live tweeting and sharing bans on social media 24/7, turning every clash into a global event.
There was that wild moment in 2019 when Arsenal fans in Uganda paraded after a win. It went viral and showed just how far this rivalry stretches its influence.
It really highlights the universal appeal of the sheer intensity that both clubs bring, no matter the distance.
But I wonder, does this global embrace, in any way, dilute the local, authentic passion? I mean, with new voices chiming in, does it change the essence of the rivalry?
That's a thought. I'd say it adds flavor without losing the core. The history and local pride of North London still shine through, even as fans around the world join the chorus.
Exactly. The fundamentals, the history, the identity remain untouched. Now, looking ahead, there's this buzz around the young talents and new management at both clubs.
Yes, Arsenal's got Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe making waves. They're that homegrown talent, ready to step up when it matters.
And on the Tottenham side, you've got Oliver Skipp and Dane Scarlett, the future torchbearers. It's like both teams are betting on youth to script the next chapters of this epic rivalry.
Though, I must say, sometimes one wonders if focusing too much on youth might risk the experienced edge that these derbies have historically required.
I agree, but it's also a necessary evolution. Fresh talent brings new energy and tactics. It's like renewing the cast in a long-running drama. As long as the core values remain, the passion's intact.
And think about the stakes, right? These derbies can now influence not just bragging rights, but big prizes like Champions League spots, or even a title chase. That adds a layer of strategic depth.
Exactly. The stakes are sky high. It's not just another match, it's a global spectacle that ties the fate of North London to the international arena.
And every goal, every pass reverberates with that historical weight. The drama, the unpredictability, it's all part of what makes this derby legendary.
Absolutely. And you know, watching these games is like witnessing history in the making. A narrative that twists with every minute of play. You never quite know where it's headed until the final whistle.
And that's what fans live for. The uncertainty, the joy, the heartbreak.
Now, one fascinating element is how these events harness a sense of community that borders on ritualistic. I mean, think about the anticipation building up days in advance.
Totally. It's like a festival where every household, pub and online forum becomes part of the grand celebration of rivalry.
And this intensity spills into charity initiatives too, where friendly wagers and fundraisers emerge from the rivalry's fervor.
Yeah.
It's like blending competition with community spirit.
True, although sometimes a bit too much rivalry can become divisive, but overall it seems to channel energy in a positive direction.
Right. While there might be a few critiques about excess, the general consensus is that the North London derby unites as much as it divides, and that, in itself, is fascinating.
Absolutely. And isn't that the magic of football? The same game that divides families sometimes brings the entire community together in celebration.
Precisely. And as both clubs keep evolving, with emphasis on youth, tactical innovations, and new managerial approaches, the North London derby is set to write many more memorable chapters.
Every match is like a new page filled with unexpected twists and a promise of glory.
Here's to more epic clashes, more dramatic comebacks, and that unforgettable blend of historical rivalry and modern ambition.
Yep, couldn't agree more. The passion is timeless, and the future looks just as thrilling as the past.
Thanks for this deep dive into one of football's most electrifying rivalries, where every game is more than just a match. It's a legacy.
Right? Anytime, it's always a blast exploring these historic battles with you.
Here's looking forward to the next roar of the North London derby, where the stakes remain as monumental and the stories as epic as ever.